Today, sweet UnRimworlds, I've woken up with fury in my heart. Fury and pure flak armor. Fury and flak armor, that's what I was going to say. Fury at the local colony idiot, Mecha Nugget Boozax Bungus, who's running away very fast. Don't you try and run. This moron, this idiot, who I have forced to wear the potato sack of shame. He calls himself our head researcher. He calls himself a Boozax Bungus, but what has he done for this colony? A stinky cave that we haven't gained any benefits from. Our many neighbors sit there with technology we couldn't even dream of. All this stupid idiot boy has managed to do is invent the idea of power. Let me tell you right now, if I was Disaster, I'd be pretty pissed that my only begotten grandchild and the successor to the leadership of this dynasty has invented a stinky cave. Wanderer joins Missy. Missy, I'm sorry. I'm rejecting you. I'm rejecting you because yesterday we had 4 babies with another, what, 2 on the way? There's another one on the way? I don't remember. There's another baby on the way. That, my friend, is too many babies. We've gone from nothing but old people to very quickly turning this into our play school. And trust me, I babysit enough dribbling idiots in the... Something Discord, whatever. You know where I was going with it. Okay, so what I'm saying is today, I think we send it. I think we absolutely send it. I've tried to drag this out and justify the very sudden transition from medieval to industrial as best as I could, but the game doesn't want to seem to do that, so why am I making that my responsibility? Especially when we've got, again, very high-tech factions immediately to our west here. All of these guys are ultra tech or spacer tech at the very least. We're clearly a people with the brains and the know-how to make this stuff work, so of course we could probably reverse engineer it a little bit and figure things out. I think it's time we invent the gun. Astrid, the first character that's really had a proper school in a long time, and look at her. 14 melee, 9 mining. What are you good at, sweet little Astrid? Let's have a look. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Let me just check your genes here. Good at construction, good at mining, very good at mining. Actually, super good at mining. So if we can do something with the mining, that would be good. Strong back, is that good for mining? No. Persuasive, is that good for mining? Definitely not. Packing light, absolutely not. Nearsighted, stiff, frail. For God's sake, Astrid, more like I'm going to get rid of your ass by banishing you from this colony for being so crap. Give me construction. That seems pretty appropriate. 3 skills. Oh, let's go shooting. Although she's already very good at melee. And then let's go, I don't know, crafting. There you go. And strong back is pretty great, to be fair. Strong back is pretty great. My plan for today is to divide this colony up into people who can help build and people who can help research. I'm including people mining in the quarries, people cutting chunks, people delivering resources to the people helping us build. Which, to be fair, will be like 90% of the people. Everyone else are going to be put in research as a very high priority. So let's quickly divide everyone up. You know what? Genuinely, Astrid might be more useful at this point, training up the skills she's already got rather than trying to go for more passions. The extra trait might be good, though. I do think I might just stick her in the quarry and be done with it. She's also got inspired mining. So if we need blocks for the rocks, which we do, because I'm going to modernize. Gunsmithing, boom, thank you. We'll worry about that in a minute. I've re-enabled them being able to pack food, so as they're traveling around and doing work, they can just sit there and eat their lunch. I don't care about the mood boost. Everybody is, they're pretty happy right now, if I'm not mistaken. We've kind of cranked it and done a pretty good job. Look at that, all the way up to 80% average mood. No problems here. Any passingly good builders are getting drafted. Honestly, any passingly good miners are being drafted. It's the same, man. It's Ungus for both of them. Nobody does quarry work anymore, okay? Deliver, haul, do anything else, I don't care. Let's streamline a little bit here. Let's throw down some corn rather than rice, so we're not spending all... There's no corn, this is UnRimworld. What can I grow instead? What do people love? What takes a long time to grow is probably a better question. 4.4 days. What about pineapples? We love pineapples. 5.8 for potatoes. Any advance on potatoes? Any advance on 5.8? It's in 6 days. 6 days from the snow beet. 12 days. 12 days from the wheat, but I can't be asked to process that. Okay, snow beets it is. Let's slow things down a little bit. Never ever stop researching. That's how they get you. Micro-analyzer. It's like a multi-analyzer, except far smaller. Plastic manufacturing. Oh, cool. That feels very industrial. I'm a big fan of that. Replace the whole base with plastics. There is surely no issues with that. I thought it was time to put on my big boy pants and do some really meaningful research. Boom. Smart toilets. We have Dove's-powered hygiene to power the power plants. We don't actually need smart toilets. Oh, new guns. Oh no, it's from the Hunter Phage mod. They're going to be quite powerful then, eh? This one's not terrible, actually. What about this one? This one's not bad either. Actually, these are quite reasonable. I would rather go for revolvers initially. They feel a bit more of an early industrial gun than just diving right into like flamethrowers, though I could be persuaded. We love a good flamethrower. I feel like I spent the last 3 episodes trying to get a good flamethrower. While the research squad crack on with that, let's go back to my other idea. I want to turn this into a much more usable facility. And I think us being in the industrial era now, we could probably get rid of all of this medieval crap. No offense, medieval crap. I mean, we'll keep, like, the smithy. I'm sure the smithy will always be useful. I don't think we need the furnaces anymore. As long as we've got a way to smelt iron ingots down into steel, that's pretty much all I need. Let's try the... I mean, I guess I gotta try the alloy smelters or something like that. Oh, I need bloody components. Okay, maybe I can't get rid of as much of this stuff as I thought. We can at least tidy it up a little bit. Along with generic renovations, I think we need to tidy up literally. We're a bit beyond Nordic rifles and medieval weapons and shields at this point. We're gonna keep the magic stuff. We're gonna keep the very fancy titanium swords that Boozak's crafted before he dies, because they're probably gonna be the best melee weapons we can make for a long, long time. Do you like the idea of keeping a recreation room in this big work building? That's kind of like a staff room, right? So let's... Ah, man. Maybe I'll just keep all of this bit here. I kind of like that. That's going to be our smithing and crafting room eventually for just kind of generic crafting. Hellcat Umbra, child of our edgiest characters. What are you good at again? Sorry, hang on a second. You're just like half-elf, right? Right, so nothing really we have to focus on here. Whatever works well. Construction, intellectual, cooking, artistic plants. Do we have a good chef to take over? That's what I should really be considering. Like, what happens when these old people die? Knights... Shade is going to live for a while, so we haven't got anything to worry about there. What's going to be the most useful going forward into the industrial era? Construction, intellectual... Shit, maybe artistic couldn't hurt? I'll go with that. Biotically skilled, that's fun, but something that isn't relevant for a long, long time, sadly. Iron stomach, strong back, comedian. What does comedian do? Just too social? Well, fair enough. Incompetent and then no trait. We'll take strong back. I think out of all of them, that's probably the most useful. Even if they're not getting, like, banger, trait, and passion combos, they are getting better. They're certainly better than the previous generation. That's really all we need, huh? Technology. I'm here for technology. I don't think you understand. Tox gas. Toxic grenade dispenser module. It's a bit early for that one. Here. Give me the fire foam. I'm not happy about it. Give me the damn fire foam. Hang on, that's Rimworld. This is UnRimworld. Get rid of those. Now, if we're going to carry on just absolutely sending it... Oh, there is blowback operation. Okay. Okay, bear in mind, this is UnRimworld. So, blowback operation normally unlocks a shitload of guns. In this case, it only unlocks 3. Because they're all disabled. However, if we're going to carry on with Operation Big Fast, Very Fast Research, we're going to need some high-tech research benches. Why are they so crushed? What the hell? With those, of course, we can unlock multi-analyzers. This is UnRimworld, but we do need multi-analyzers. We can't really get away from that, sadly. That's kind of core progression. So we're going to need some of these very squat benches. They need components, and they also need power. And to get power, we also need components. That's right. I don't know really what we can do besides taking the rocks out for a spin. I think we're going to have to caravan out. Hang on, let me go to the mix tab here. I tidied up the tabs again and swapped some of the mods around. We've got a micro comms console, which uses 2 advanced components. I've got advanced components. We actually bought a shitload of advanced components, but I'm not sure. We got 9 of them. Okay, never mind. I'll take that back. But that needs power too. Until we get fabrication, we're doomed. We are just thoroughly stuck. I think the only way around it is we throw down a charcoal fire generator and we take apart whatever we've got that's using resources right now, and we just use dirty, stinky power for the time being. How many components are these each? 3. Okay, so we just take 2 of those apart, because they're providing power, but they're providing power to the kitchen, right? And I can't tap into that grid enough to power... Bear in mind, they've only got 1 hour left of power, and 1,200 watts output means that a few advanced research benches will go through that like it's nothing. That's cool as hell. Needs deep drilling and deep wells, which we're not going to have for a while, but that looks awesome. It will mean sacrificing 1 or 2 hot springs, but these are sacrifices I'm willing to make. No colony needs 3 different hot springs. Honestly, I think it's probably better if we just drag that battery over. The problem is it will cut off... Oh, it's going to cut off the bloody kitchen though, isn't it? Ugh, we've got no components at all. Compacted machinery anywhere? Nothing. These big auto doors use 6 components each. Well, there's no bloody wonder. I was also wondering why they weren't building the auto doors. Oh, shit. Well, forget that. They haven't even got power. I put them in to be convenient, but I can't even power the frigging things. It's just a very expensive normal door. You idiots. With just normal doors. Just innocent doors. Okay, with that, we can keep the cooking going, and in theory, we could maybe get 1 or 2 research benches. Did you give me my... Sorry, what did you do with those components? They're just on the floor. They're just on the floor, though. Are we good? 7 components. My God, I've saved it. I'm fully aware that charcoal isn't the way forward. This isn't... What do you mean, mate? Charcoal from wood make charcoal. What goes into what? 20 wood makes 30 coal. 50 wood makes 15 coal. You see my predicament here? It's probably where, look, you've got a lot of different coals in this mod, as you do with any mod that introduces any sort of medieval aspects. And just like that, boom, we've got ourselves power. That lasts for a long time. That could definitely get us a single, oh my god. And then we throw down, where is it? Advanced, research, something. These tabs constantly moving really are cooking my brains. 10. We need 10 components. Get rid of the auto doors. I've changed my mind. What about these auto shojis? Do they use it? Oh shit, how many components have I wasted? How much are these each? 2 components each? Jesus Christ. I am my own greatest enemy. It's a skill, you see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is big brain time. Rip those alchemy labs out. No, just upgrade the other ones. Idiot. Geothermal power, but not the geothermal power you know and love. We need deep drilling and everything first. I think that's such a fun twist on things. Gas operation. Again, this is on Rimworld. Apparently, there are multiple different types of light SMG added by other mods. Well, fair enough. What? Teleportation catcher spot and teleportation bed. Here's the thing though, teleporters are all well and good, I will admit, a little bit advanced, but to be fair, they're not just magic. Maybe this is the one that makes the most sense. I haven't got any components, and I imagine teleporters are based on nothing at all, because they're obviously sci-fi nonsense. I imagine that they would need components. And now at long last, steel, high-tech research bench. My god, we've actually got everything. There's also the microanalyzer, which is just a research speed bonus. We'll see how many components we've got left over after we build this, but just having one of these is our game changer. Please tell me that can connect, thank god. Another baby. I can't handle these many babies. This is too many babies. Please get out of the crafting room. Go have your baby in a hospital, perhaps. Yeah, excellent. We have invented teleporters. I mean, I knew I was going to send it today, but that seems a bit fast. Gun turrets. Whoa, what have we got, though? Wall flame turrets, riot control turrets, and wall turrets, because it goes on with Rimworld. The other stuff's not there. Flamethrower. I do love a flamethrower. Sewage treatment, sim thread, electric Kamado? Can modify Kamado to use power instead of fuel. Okay, I'd rather you don't, though, because I haven't got much of that. Or washing machines. Another edgy child. So incredibly edgy. It's done. Forget about the baby. We have a high-tech research bench. Do we have enough for the microanalyzer? We do. Apparently, we have enough components left over. 8. Yeah, absolutely. Let's slap one of those, like, right there. Right there is fine. I like this research lab. This is working out well. The speed at which we are going to blast through projects when we get another one of these down. Ooh! What happened? Tiffany became a child. Who the hell's Tiffany? Hello? Oh, sorry, Tiffy. A Dinomouse was renamed to Tiffy because A is a terrible name. Tiffy Dinomouse, actually pretty good. I quite like that. Did you not get any... Oh, no, you became child from baby. I was going to say you don't get any growth tears from that. And, speaking of babies, you named it Admus. Baby Admus after its father. I suppose so. Oh, that's your last name. Name baby. No, we need something edgy. Tammy is not very edgy. Solara, that's getting there. We need something edgy, though. You're not listening. Twilight Shadow Nightshade Admus. Amazing. No, she would be so happy to hear this. It's so nice. If we can manage it, I would love a machining table. Obviously, we don't have the resources yet, but we'll caravan in a second. I would love an alloy smelter. Let's put that on pause, though, because those will use up all my components. Windy mill? We could build a windy mill. Sorry, I've got terrible hiccups. Is all the edge. Where the hell am I supposed to build a windmill? The city is coated in trees. Every flat surface that I haven't filled with buildings is filled with so many trees. I could put it in the middle of the farm. That would look very aesthetically pleasing. We need 80 iron ingots, which we should just get from our mines, right? Why are we not getting that? What are you lazy people doing? Holy shit. All it took was the best part of 40 years of Mecha Nugget Boozax Bungus' life, but we finally have a decent use for the power. I mean, now that we can actually get research bench level projects, we might as well just keep rerolling if we find something good, right? Well, not keep rerolling, but you know what I mean. Sure, we'll take that as a free reroll, I suppose. With 3 good researchers on 3 very, very good research benches. Oh, this is a fun time. Oh, this is a good time. Gun turrets. I like gun turrets. Really, all this shit again. Derelict drop pod redirector. Fabrication. That is what we need. Oh, but that's fun, though. It lets you redirect drop pods down to your base as kind of a form of infinite resource as an alternative to the quarry. It's such a great idea. This, though. This does bring a smile to my face. Who in this lineup of freaks and strange people do you think is capable of not only incredible social interaction, but also defending a caravan single-handedly? If only there was a colonist who had an insane amount of social skill and the combat power to back it up. If only there was somebody I could send out there into the world to get me some components. We're gonna send Dina. Okay, fine. We'll send bloody Admus. He's ridiculous. He's ridiculous and the perfect man for the job, right? Because he's got that social impact of like, a lot. His trade price improvement of 34%. That's good. Negotiation ability is also enormous, but not super relevant. Admus, pack your things. You're leaving. Let's send you over to, so we can't go here. Exile colony minus 100 because they settled too close to us. The cyberpunks, same story. I'm not really sure where to go. Wherever's bloody closest that are, like, capable of selling components, you presume be here, then. Off-world outreach program, that'll do it. 0.4 days, you've just got to trudge through an inordinate amount of Galatros graveyards. And yet, surprisingly, our most valuable colonist is Roxanne. Even though Admus is a monster, why is that the case? I don't really know. Rox. All-knowing Rox, Mrs. Rox, please, I beg you, we need your help in this situation. We are talking about creatures that can carry the world on their shoulders. And I mean creatures in the literal sense. They are, of course, people with thoughts and feelings and emotions and are, if not better, as good as, if not better than our own colonists. What do I want to sell? Anything we've got a tragic amount of, so let's get rid of some germanium. I think I'm probably going to end up giving them shitloads of amber. We've got a lot of linen. Oh my god, that's worth a lot. Let's get rid of that. Take some... Actually, we haven't got them a chamber left over. I suppose I did get a load to that trade caravan. Titanium, I feel like might come in handy. Callousite, we're not doing anything with, so take that. And we've got 46 packaged bombers that we scrounged from people. And don't forget there was that siege yesterday that will have topped us off quite nicely. Thank you. Take a little bit of herbal medicine, not that I think you'll need it, and come back when you've got some components. Go, little fella, go. He's made it. He's made it. Show me the components, for God's sake. Boom. How many? 24. 24 I will happily take. I don't even know what half this crap is. A Luigi board. Oh, we love a Luigi board. We could have a chat with Ungus Bungus in Chot Rock. Prefabrication components. They sell shitloads of those. That'd be kind of nice to get. I mean, start stacking them up for when we actually need them. Oh, shit. Or alternatively, I can't afford all of this. Oh, because we're buying 52 components. Frig. Well, I mean, that will keep us going for a while, but I don't think we necessarily need that many. Let's just max out. Let's go as high as we can and then go on with our lives. Thank you. We know that place sells a lot of Ultra Tech, or the Spacer Tech stuff, the I was going to say Rim of Magic, the Rim Effect stuff. Save the line bar. Thank you, Admus, for once again providing this colony with everything we could possibly need single-handedly. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Roxes. Much obliged. Of course, the Rox deserve the real credit. Got this crap to sell and then nobody wanted to buy any of it. First order of priority, a second research bench. Second order, let's go machining table. That would be very helpful. Third and finally, now that we have 2 of those and they finish the research faster, boom, fabrication bench. And never again did I caravan out into the world. Oh, it's a tiny one. Look at that little guy. It's not about the size, it's about how you apply your fabrication bench, but that is way more convenient. I love that I take out the fabrication bench and the research tables and then I just add mods that add smaller ones back. Oh, it is very helpful though. It makes decorating a whole lot easier. In fact, we'll probably need 2 of those. I'll make 1 for now. Let's not preempt it too much. You know what? To make things nice and even on the other side, boom, alloy smell cell. I don't think we will need that one so desperately, but given that we've got like stainless steel cropping up in research, what's the word? Research. Fucking hell. Let's send help. Hey, you know what else we need? I think a dedicated power grid for each building. Is that too far? That sounds kind of fun. It might be a little bit overkill for the time being, admittedly, but I mean, it's something I've never really done before, so we'll give it a go. Why not? Eventually, we'll centralize everything, but I feel like, you know, especially in this kind of early industrial development era, you wouldn't have had every house hooked up to the power grid. Because there's no need for that. There's no call for it. You have the important stuff, right? The big work buildings and the research lab, and that's it. Everyone else can eat by candlelight for a week out. Oh, that's a regular alloy smelter. I didn't want to build one of those. Shit, I wanted to build a smelter, like a smelter. And with that, power grid should be online any second now. Is it enough to get it going? No, we might need another generator. Or maybe you idiots just need to fuel the one that we've got. We need more coal chunks. Disasters on it. Is that enough? Grid excess 850 watt. You're about to turn on any second now. Boom. Oh, progress. Sweet progress. I found where you make concrete. I'm unstoppable. Somebody did point out in the comment section, I call this UnRimworld. Yeah, every series I end up finding a concrete mod. This is another separate concrete mod. So really, I should ignore it in the interest of this being on Rimworld. And you know what? I'm not happy about it, but I'm going to do it. Birthday. Roxanne, at the age of 106, has finally reached old age. Oh, shit. Wow, so Dina. Again, you can see that long lifespan really coming into play. 106 before she hits old age. Dina is 73, and she's, like, progressed 85% of the way through it. My God. So Mecha Nugget Boozax Bungus we genuinely might have for another 30 plus years because he also has the same long lifespan. Passed down from Roxanne, passed down from Big Man Boozax. Youthful. I forgot to mention it last episode. I won't forget this time. People keep asking, what does Youthful do? So, Youthful, I need to really test because it's kind of hard to get your head around the mathematics of it at this particular stage because there's so much other stuff happening. It's pretty hard to figure out. But basically, when they hit 18, they age at 10% of normal speed. When they hit 35, they age at 50% of normal speed. So much, much slower. Then when they hit 60, they age 3 times as fast. So basically, for like a good 90% of their life, a good 80% of their life, presuming they have a standard human lifespan, they age significantly slower than everyone else, which is actually kind of amazing to breed into the colony. The only problem is, of course, the low fertility, but if they are aging so incredibly slow, she was about the same age as Admus, right? No, I guess not. When did she join us? I wish there was a way to see it. We know that Admus is 25 and she's 30. Oh, but Admus is ageless, so this is pointless. You're 18. You're also ageless. You're 37. So to put it into perspective, Nightshade, then Admus, then Vanathen have all now out-aged Madam Dino Nugget Mouse. Again, really hard to try and get your head around it because she also has long lifespan. Hilda is 30. Hilda joined us when she was like 16, right? Oh my God. So you're still there. Wowee. What I'm saying is potentially if like Nightshade were to have a child without that long lifespan, which she very much might have. In fact, Twilight Shadow actually has it, or more specifically doesn't has it. She will almost certainly outlive this kid. Oh my God, in fact, she'll outlive probably all of her children. Oh, what a horrible curse. Tiffy will be fine. Tiffy's still youthful, but it's only Tiffy that's inherited it. If we could take, this is some like Kwisatz Haderach weird level genetics. If we breed an elf to a dwarf, we get the long life of the dwarf and the youthfulness of an elf. They could live for like an unfathomable amount of time. Hold on then. Stop. I'm going to play matchmaker here. Rodent Tendy, the final Boozax, you have youthful, right? You didn't inherit long lifespan, though, from your father, which is a bit unfortunate. His father is, no, you're from your mother, sorry. I'm so many generations behind. Yeah, you didn't inherit her long lifespan, but if we combine you with your youth and who had the long life? Who had the long life from you lot? Oh, no, I think we're losing it this generation. Oh, my God, we're going to lose Boozax's longevity this generation. It's gone. Wait, Vanathen? No, not Vanathen. Admus, Hilda. Hilda's the spider lady, I remember now. Yeah, we're losing it. Madam Dino Nugget Mouse, unless she has another child, is the last one to lose it. At which point, they could have a kid with... Oh, okay, Try for Baby? Are you still on Try for Baby? You're going back to Try for Baby if you're not. They are. Okay, so if Mouse and Madam could have another child, and that child comes out long lifespan, then we breed that to a child of the elf, the edgy elf, who has youthful. I've beaten Rimworld Generations. It might as well just be a regular series at that point. Okay, in hindsight, maybe this is a silly idea. Just go do it. Just go, sort this out. Sort out my dreams of the ultimate breeding project. Thank you, go. Babby formed? When do I find out? Keep the Boozax dream alive. If nothing else, even if we don't do the horrible elf-dwarf hybrid program, just keep the Boozax dream alive. The poor guy. I mean, he hasn't left a mark on the colony otherwise. Ooh. Printing press for faster learning. We print books, and then those books you can use during learning to speed it up. I think that's a fantastic idea. That way, if these kids do come out total shit and their growth doesn't go as well, we've got a backup plan. I'm feeling powerful. I'm feeling like for the first time in a long time, I've achieved a goal I set out to do, and that was absolutely send it. Proto-spacer utilities. My guy. Our houses barely even have functional floors. They're literally just wood planks thrown over dirt. Rocks looking through the window. Sorry, you clearly just sat on the bench enjoying your evening. I shouldn't judge you. No, carry on. Little creep. What a creepy little guy. I love the fact that we've already got options to get this. Our colony aesthetic is all over the place. And actually, it's kind of cool. Let's go for... precision rifling feels so odd, given that we haven't built a gun that isn't like a single shot medieval rifle. A bit strange. Multi-analyzer. Oh, then you do a thing like this. Jesus. Wow, look at all of this stuff, though. Doom armorer table. Yes. Extrematorium. Yes. These all sound very good. Toxic gas utility again. That leads to proto-marine armor, though. Given that marine armor is... Oh my god. Is it industrial level tech? Do I know how this game works? Marine armor? That's space attack, my friend. Oh, you big fool. Okay, so I don't know how this game works. So the point is proto-marine armor makes perfect sense. Oh, no, that was going to be my point. If marine armor is in space attack, then I was right, but wrong. You know, because that makes sense that it's in the industrial era, which is what we're in. Don't question it. It's like 5 a.m. No, I'm putting out 3 videos a day right now, okay? You got to give me a break. Oh, look at the windmill. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, I like the windmill so much. It's actually like a 3D object, isn't it? Being rendered there. Oh, that's a lot of fun. I like that. Does it actually mill? Oh, it mills it into flour. I know how a windmill works. Sorry, I shouldn't act so shocked. I know what a fucking windmill's for. The clue's in the name. I just was kind of surprised that it was doing it automatically. That's all. Then we cook it a bread. Hold on. Bread. No, how do I cook bread? What about here? Cook bread? You can cook bread in an oven. I've done it myself. How do you cook bread? I used to do it as a job. I know how to cook bread. How the fucking hell do you cook bread? Is this something I've hidden away? Oh, now I can't cook any bread. What the hell do you mean stove? There's an oven door on it. I can see it. I can see the dials. Let me put the bread in the oven. I'm having a total crisis of confidence. Maybe Jesus Christ, your hair. That is amazing. Sorry, also, I can't help but notice the words criminal bans rituals activated. Since there are now 3 criminals in your faction, they'll demand that rituals of criminals be carried out. Oh my god, it's Admus, Astrid, and Madam. No, it's not. No, I could call her Nightfish, Nightshade, Admus, and Hellcat. Oh, the edgy squad. My bad, Astrid looks edgy, but she's actually not. She's one of the few non-edgy kids in the colony. Oh, but that's not right. Convert. Hey, Mouse, get down here. Do your job. Get your magic stick out. Beat these kids. Ooh. Oh, they're passively being converted by the other colonists, putting pressure on them. Boom. Yes. Piss off, criminal bands. You are gone, my friends. Admus became an adult. Oh, what, an adult? What? Child. You know what I meant. Remain colonist. Growth moment for Admus. Fine. Reform ideology. No. But I'm open to suggestions. We need a lot more points before we can really do an industrial reformation, which was always the plan. 15 out of 15. If we want to add a meme, we're going to have to do some stuff. So let's blast this out. Could you imagine, though, if this actually does work? This tribal era ritual that we've passed down from generation to generation. Could you imagine if this actually works and it cures the spine after all this time? She might be too powerful. Well, clearly not. I know you're probably thinking we should get rid of some of these rituals because it's a bit weird to have tribal era rituals still taking place in the industrial era. I mean, look, you can't blame them, okay? They're simple people. They're idiots. Next thing you know, oh, they're dragging a tree indoors during winter or something crazy like that. For some reason, certain rituals just don't die. Unlike Bozak, who's very dead. Begin the decree of the rocks. Okay, with that, we're up to 21. I think that's enough to slap a meme in there. What are you doing? Oh, they're all going for lunch. I thought there was a party going on. Hilda is fucking scary as hell, but that is such a great look. The spider goggles. You're like a Spider-Man villain. You do look more like Doc Ock than you do a spider lady. Jesus, there's so much going on. Oh my god. So I'm open to suggestions for an industrial era reformation of the Ray of the Woks. Jesus, I need to leave. Something that makes sense for this new era, but something that isn't completely out of left field would be good. Something that goes with the theme that we've got, but shows our willingness to modernize. That's something I'll take from the comments. And I'll say it once more, a rare day where we've actually achieved all of the goals I set out for us to do. We have a fabrication bench, launching us basically fully into the industrial era. We have the machining table. We have the alloy smelters and the regular smelters. We have power grids. 3 separate power grids, in fact. So we all want the one for the kitchen made of the stink. Wow. I think to celebrate, we queue up our first industrial era change to the colony. Because right now they're all just wearing their kind of Victorian-era apparel that I queued up. Dresses and royal capes and shirts and gambesons and all sorts of, like, what you'd imagine to be a bit more of that kind of medieval going through to Victorian. Let's go for something a bit more advanced. Combat armor. Heavy combat armor. The heaviest armor, the better, because of Bulwark, I think. What do we even go for? You know what? Let's go to the tab. Let's go for apparel, craftable, and sort by biggest, densest armor we've got going. And I'm kind of shocked to see that is something called steel ingot polished metal. Whoa. Polished. There it is. Polished metal armor. Only covers middle. Does it bloody really? Oh! Couldn't you have waited 10 minutes? Oh, it's the snakes. Oh my god, those, I was going to say the same snakes that killed Boozax. That's not it, Chief. Those are bigger, stronger, more frightening snakes. And tomorrow, if you're very lucky, you might get to see the big snake. Thank you all for joining me. Not now, in like a YouTuber moment kind of way. Thank you for being here. What a great episode in terms of progress here. Absolutely blitzing through. I'm very excited. I think that I'm most excited to see the... I'll quickly save that before the snakes go too far ahead. The Space Era, especially all the Rim Effect stuff, because that's a mod that I played once and never touched it again. And since then, I've played Mass Effect, so I understand what it's about. And I feel like it's a mod that deserved a bit more appreciation than I gave it at the time. So... let's see what that's all about. Thank you to the executive producer patrons for allowing me to make not one, not two, but 3 videos every single day, except on the Elise and Sam channel where we have to make full manual reviews from YouTube, but almost 3 videos a day. Thank you to King Snitch Gaming, Scaps, Gazoos, C. Clark, Roan, Snathro, Guardianista, Fake, Squiggly Line, Minty Mushrooms, Trivy, H, Mark, Spectre Shadow, Eronidas, Blufocus 666, Mothbot, Lithobreaker, Lawbringer, Todd Howard, Kemp McCullough, Naxstar, Azazel Validus, Creepy Uncle Dave, Atticos, Afeltail, Meepsicle, Jurgen, Kane GB, Killer Clown, Lucian Void, and Irish Bartender for their support over at the executive producer tiers on Patreon for today. Thank you for joining me, and thank you to Mr. Yeti, Ronildo, Amazing Moosh, Septimus Miscreant, Merlin Kane, Ashen Soul, Ever Vigilant One, Liam Smith, Ugami, Sam Harmon, Natasm, Vingy, Statist Number 1, Thomas DeSantis, and finally, and most importantly of all, Skylar Drake. However, if we're going to carry on with... Threw myself off by saying however.